Hey everybody, it's LaDonna Marie, internationally multi-award winning author, speaker, and personal development life coach of LaDonna Marie Books, where my mission is to discover the champion in you through healing and changing the narrative in your life, one book at a time. You can shop and find out more information at www.ladonnamarie.org and check out the shop page. Welcome to Inspirational Talks with LaDonna Marie, a Planting Positive Seeds podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inspirational Talks with LaDonna Marie. And I'm so excited about the guest that we'll have on Inspirational Talks tonight, Miss Doreen Reid. And ladies and gentlemen, this is 2023. We're in a new year, new things are happening. I want to give a special shout out to everyone who's been promoting, following, supporting, sharing the podcast with all of your friends, and to every listener and every special guest that came on our show last year in 2022. We had some great things that happened. We were listening in the top 23 podcasts on Apple. And so I was really excited, with different things that happened. But I could not do this if it wasn't for the special guests and for the listeners. So each and every time I come on, I always want to make sure that I give you all a shout out, because I thank you so much for coming on and just taking the time to listen to the guests. And so I've been knowing Miss Doreen for a minute now, but I want to read you her short bio, and then we're going to flow into the conversation. Okay. So Miss Doreen Reid is a double certified business coach, master business builder, full-time #1 Amazon best-selling author for an anthology, Are You Lit? Leaders Intentionally Trailblazing, and Confident Women magazine, A Confident Women Rise. She's an editor-in-chief of the Unlock What's in You and magazine, host of Confident Women Incubator podcast and the London radio broadcast, All Things Business World Tour Chat. And she's the CEO of Divine Connections Network Association. Ladies and gentlemen, before I can even read anything else, I just want to bring Ms. Doreen Reid into the show. Come on in, Ms. Doreen. How are you doing tonight?
Well, of course, I'm better that I'm here with you. That's why you already have me laughing. I'm smiling. I'm here with you, LaDonna. So thank you very much. And I just appreciate everyone for supporting LaDonna, because if you didn't support LaDonna, I wouldn't be here, right? So you're just getting 10x value because you made a decision to plant positive seeds. And we understand that when you do plant that seed, you get 30, 60, and 100-fold. So tonight is your 100-fold return, because I trust me, honey, you're going to get double for your trouble here tonight. My name is Dr. Doreen Lettsome Reid, and it's just an honor to be here with you tonight.
Wow. Do y'all feel the energy? I feel the energy. I already was excited, and now I'm lit, just like our books say. I'm lit. But I'm so excited, to have you here. This is 2023, and I wanted to make sure that every person that comes here, they get an opportunity and a chance to tell the world what you're doing, what you've been up to. Dr. Doreen, when I was reading your bio, there's so many amazing things that were on there, and I didn't even get a chance to finish, but I want you to share with the listeners a little bit more about you and, your ministry, your company, your business, being a woman of God. Just share with them different things about you.
Well, LaDonna, the #1 thing that is in my heart is that I have the honor and privilege to work for the ultimate businessman, who is Jesus Christ. So my ministry is my business and my business is my ministry. I am a pure kingdompreneur.
Yes.
And so everything that I do, everything that I've been endeavoring to do this last 26 years in marketplace ministry and 13 years as a coach has been to honor him and to glorify him and to advance the kingdom in all things business. That is what I'm called to do. I coach high-performing Christian women, coaches 40 and over, how to build your business and brand in only 90 days while developing a business blueprint to gain clarity of your specific mission, message, mandate, mantle to market, and lay a firm foundation with business structure, policies, procedures, and curriculum modules specific to your business and brand, so that we can build that framework and construction as you overcome fear, shatter misconceptions, increase confidence, and profit by faith. Honey, I'm here to tell you it's time to unlock what's inside you in all things business.
Ooh, I'm telling you, Dr. Doreen, I love everything that you just said. And I know there's so many people out there, women and men that are out there that are kingdompreneurs as yourself, that are looking to unlock, the greatness that God has placed on the inside of us, because we're all fearfully and wonderfully made, and we all have our own purpose that was built into our identity when we were here on birth and born on this earth. And I love, how you said you help to build business brands and the structure and model and framework, because just today I was thinking about the structure of business and the flow of things, and, just making sure, like you said, you have that clarity, but also profit by faith. And so you're speaking some great things. I know over all of the years that you've done this, and your track record with all of the people that you've touched, the lives that you've helped, and women and men that you've helped to encourage them in their business. And like you said, we're working for the ultimate boss. We're working for God. We're here as kingdom ambassadors to do what he's put us to do on this earth. And so I just love everything that you're saying. And I know that the people are listening. Make sure that you have your pen and pad so that you will be able to write down all of these nuggets that Dr. Doreen is giving out on tonight. So Dr. Doreen, I wanted to ask you, what inspires you to do what you do? I know I've heard your story, many times you've told it, and I've listened, and I've been in awe of where you've come from and what you've been able to accomplish. And I'm so grateful to know you. But I want you to share that with the listeners who are looking for that inspiration to just start where they are and go forward.
Yeah, this is a really good question, but what I want to just do is just add that 10x value to the listener, because right where you are, you have the key to unlock what's inside you. Let's look at all the transitional skills that you've acquired over time. And specifically speaking to women in this moment, I want you to look at the fact that you've been ushering for 10 years. I want to look at the fact that you've been, on this particular board in your profession for 10 or 20 years. I want you to look at the fact that you've been helping children, or you're babysitting, or whatever you're doing. Those are transitional skills that you've acquired over time. And it's not, well, I just do this, and I just knit, and I just sew, and I just call people, I just give people a ride. No, I want you to see the value in what you're doing, because those transitional skills that you've acquired over time can be built strategically. They can be built into a business, and they can be built into a brand. And guess what? You yourself have literally been coaching, many of you on the sound of my voice, for years, and did not realize you were a confident Christian woman coach. But what happens is, over time, we just think of, oh, I'm just doing this, and people are constantly calling you for advice. They're constantly calling you, well, how can I do this, or how can I put this together? And you can literally tell them in 5 minutes. Well, let me help you. In case you didn't realize, that's coaching.
Yes.
That's coaching. So a lot of times, LaDonna, what's happening is when women get, we're in our 40s, we're in our 50s, and we can just begin to think that what we're doing is just so normal. But when we really take the time to do some critical thinking moments, like what we're going to do in the event, What Do Women Want, coming up on Saturday, February the 25th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m., we're going to be doing some critical thinking moments of, okay, let's take inventory. Let's take stock of what's on the inside of me. Let's look at the similarities of what I bring to the table. And let's take those things that I bring to the table and do a 10x value and go ahead and build a business and brand. Because today is the day. It's no more waiting. It's no more procrastination. It's no more saying, well, I don't know. And maybe, but you've been doing it for 20 years and you didn't have a problem getting a paycheck for it. So what's the problem now for letting the ultimate businessman pay you? What's the difference? What's the difference between working a 9 to 5 and now you're just going to translate and begin to work for the ultimate businessman? Hey, guess what? He said he daily loads me with benefits. So I can't lose with this particular strategy. And I really want to encourage and enlighten and fire these women up, because this is what I do. It's part of who I am. I'm here to burn your box. I'm here to burn that box that you've been in, just thinking, well, you know what? I'm just knitting this doily and gonna give it to Sally because she needs it for her coffee table. That's a business,
right?
And if you know how to knit, you need to be putting your stuff online and doing videos and teaching people how to knit. That's coaching.
Yes.
We've got to think about the transitional skills that we literally have obtained over time. Everybody can't sew a button. There are elementary young ladies waiting. That's a mentoring program. They don't teach sewing and home economics anymore, right? They used to do that long time ago. Coming up in school, we had home economics, where we learned how to cook home, where we learned how to sew, where we learned how to iron. We learned the basic skills. That is long and gone. You give a child a phone, that's all they know. So there's a mentoring program where you can actually get contracted with a school district to come in and teach basic skills.
Wow. Yes.
So here in just this 5 minutes, I've given you 4 different models of how to build a business and brand. And we can do it in 90 days. It doesn't take all day. Why? Because we need to look at, with these critical thinking moments, and this is what we're going to be doing in the event. What do women want? We want, number one, to be able to make money. We want to be self-sufficient, possessing enough, requiring no aid or support. Well, why do you think the ultimate businessman gave you that talent? Why do you think he gave you that gifting? Why do you think he allowed you to stay on that job 20 years, 30 years? And you said, well, now I'm retired. I don't have nothing to do. Honey, we're getting ready to get started. You ain't done yet.
Yes. Woo.
Get up off that couch. Get up off that couch. Turn off that soap opera and let's get to work. You're not done yet. There's a whole generation waiting on what you got. It's time to unlock what's inside you. And you need to register for this event. LaDonna's going to be there speaking. You need more positive seeds. You need to get coached. You need support. You need a community. It's time to get going. Let's go.
It's time to get going.
It's time to get going. God said, I'm doing a new thing. Shall you know it? Shall you perceive it? And when you get
That's right.
Whew. So you're not waiting on God, honey. You can put that in the bag and burn it. You're not waiting on God. Well, I'm just praying. Honey, you've been praying for 20 years. Hello. Well, I'm just going to pray about it. Honey, put feet to your prayer and let's get to work.
Let's get to work. Oh, Dr. Doreen.
Come on now. Stop using God as a scapegoat. He ain't crazy and he ain't schizophrenic.
True.
Yeah, I said that.
True.
I know it's tight, but it's right. We putting all this blame on God. Well, I'm just, and we do this thing. Oh, I'm waiting on God's time. God told you 5 years ago. Exactly. Come on now. Let's just tell the truth, LaDonna. Can we just tell the truth here?
Yeah, we can tell the truth, because there's so many people that don't use what they have, and they bury their treasures and they bury their talents. And so this is so good. You just given us, like you said, so many models on things that people do with no effort, that they just think that it's, like you said, it's nothing, but it's a business. I thank you for opening up the eyes of those who are listening to see what they have in their hands to be able to build the business in 90 days. It's not we wait until 2024. It's let's get ready. Let's go. Let's build these transitional skills. I love the enthusiasm. I love the fire behind everything you're saying, because you just make me want to get up and get moving. Like, what have I left on the side that need to put some fire to it, so that I can get these multiple streams of income? And so I thank you for sharing that, with others, because it's time for us to get moving. We cannot no longer have these talents and we're not using them, and not benefiting our lives and helping us to live according to how we want to live. And so I thank you for sharing that with the listeners. I know that they are taking it in, and they're on fire too on the other side of these listening tools, so that they can hear what you're saying. I wanted you to, well, you were sharing, a little bit about, getting their fire burning on what they're doing. But I want you to tell us, and some of the people that are listening, some of your highlights and some of your achievements, because with God, all things are possible. And so that's the reason why I want them to understand that He gives us, He helps us to do what we need to do. And so He gives us all of the tools to gain wealth and to get in these different opportunities and places to meet new people, and promotions and things. So I wanted you to just share with the listeners some of the highlights and achievements along the way.
Well, what I did is I took the 2 weeks of December in 2022, and I built All Things Business Builder University, where confident Christian women come to build kingdom businesses. So I expanded my brand. And so I did that through soaking, spiritually overcoming adversity, kneeling. And this is a business strategy that I use to unlock what's inside me, because it is my purpose, my job, my mission, my mantle that rests upon me, my mandate that rests upon me is I must make sure that confident Christian women coaches are in position and condition to serve those that they're called to serve. That's how the kingdom is being advanced in the marketplace. If we as confident Christian women coaches, that's 4 different levels. I don't have time to coach on that today. You'll have to come into the event, What Do Women Want, on Saturday, February the 25th from 6:30 to 8:30 to find out more. And LaDonna has the registration. So when we talk about these types of women, this type of woman, we must understand that our purpose as confident Christian women coaches, remember, we work for the ultimate businessman, and his heart and his purpose is the kingdom has to be advanced. It has to. He said to go ye out into all the world. That's the marketplace. We have a global marketplace. Everybody's not going to fit into the 4 worlds of the church. This is why we as confident Christian women coaches, really what we're commissioned to do is raise up other people to do certain things in business, to do certain things in life. And that is the same concept of raising up disciples to follow after Christ. It's the same example. It's the same business blueprint that you see going on in the church, but we're just using that blueprint and giving the 10x value in business. So that's part of my job, and that is why I built All Things Business Builder University, where confident Christian women come to build kingdom businesses. And with that, there's so much accountability there. You don't feel like, well, just because I'm a coach, I have to know everything. I don't know everything. That's not my job. Why do you think I'm tagging with LaDonna? Because LaDonna knows stuff I don't know. That's wisdom. Wisdom says, I don't know everything, so I'm going to surround myself with other women that can add value to me and value to those that I'm called to serve. That's how the kingdom is advanced. That's called collaboration. That's called completing, not competing. That's called share, connect, grow, and build. Because I take the I complex out. It's not about me. Remember, I don't work for myself. I work for the ultimate businessman. So with that being said, this All Things Business Builder University creates that kind of environment where coaches can come and get online and in-person training and coaching and community and accountability, and you can promote your own business. You're not promoting me. You're going to be promoting your own business, because it's part of my job to support the coaches that come into All Things Business University to make sure that they are building their client list. That's where this event came from, where we're reaching out together. We have 8 different breakout sessions where 8 different coaches are getting to meet other people that they didn't possibly know. And we get to come in these rooms and we get to learn and we get to grow and we get to hear all this different information. And then when we go out, what happens? We're changed. We are ready to move forward. We're ready to get businesses going. We're ready to get out, burn boxes, and come out of our comfort zone. And all of this is coming out into the marketplace. And this is how the kingdom is advanced. Do you see where we're going with this? It is really phenomenal, the opportunities that we have as confident Christian women coaches. It blows my mind that the ultimate businessman would even structure business this way. And we get this business blueprint that he had from the perfect business plan, which is the Word of God. All through the Word of God, you see how he does business. It's just phenomenal how he uses business to really advance the agenda of his heart, which is for people to really know who he is, see that that he loves them, and sees that he's concerned about their businesses. He's not just concerned about whether or not you're showing up on Wednesday night or not. Of course, church is the fundamental heart of God, but he's concerned about every area of our life, and that's including business.
Wow. And that's great. Congratulations on, starting your school. This is great. More, like you said, more women can come together and help other, women become confident coaches. I love it. And I love that, you took the time, like you said, soak in your model that you use so that you could be able to tap into what God has for you to do and then share with others. And so I'm so happy that, that you've come out, with this university. And so others can learn and can glean. And like you said, to share content and build, because we cannot no longer stand still. We have to keep moving and we have to keep going and we have to use what we have in our hands. Dr. Doreen, I know that we've talked about all these great things that you've been able to accomplish, but for those who are out there who are going through some obstacles and may not know how to, maneuver through, could you share with them a time when you had to overcome an obstacle in your life?
Today.
Well,
today.
Okay.
Every day is a day of adversity. The ultimate businessman has already prepared us for this. He gives us the instructions. I mean, he's so smart and so wise. You can't beat working for him. It's everything that we need is in the perfect business plan. The Word of God tells us that in the day, that means it could be today, in this moment.
Yes.
It says, in the day of adversity, don't let your strength be small. If you are in the day of adversity, don't let your strength be small. So where do I draw my strength from? I have to draw my strength from him. Every day. Yes. He daily loads me with benefits. Remember, it's my daily bread. Come on here now. Oh, come on here. Let's look at this. It's my daily bread. Daily. I'm one breath away. It's in him that I live, move, and have my being.
Yes.
It's one breath. With every breath, let everything that have breath. I take a breath every moment. I take a breath every moment. So in that moment, whatever that moment may feel like, whatever that moment may look like, it's in him that I live and move. Let everything that have breath. Praise ye the Lord. So regardless, he's already given me the strength. He says that, you can draw from his strength that his boundless might provide. That's on a day-by-day basis. This is why he gave us the Lord's Prayer. He said that let this be my daily bread. He ain't talking about food. He says, I am the bread of life.
That's right. Yes, he is.
Partaking of him daily, moment by moment, eating off of him, feeding off of him, then I'm dead, because he already said I'm the vine and you are the branches, and apart from me, I can do nothing. So every day
right.
is
Wow.
a day of adversity. I'm
Yes,
just telling
it
it to you straight.
That's
I'm
right.
I'm not gonna come up with, oh well, I don't have no that. That's a lie from hell. Somebody
Right.
telling you that they lying, tell them I said they lying, and then send
That's
them
right.
to me. It's just that simple. Every day is a day of adversity. Every day.
Every day, yeah. Yes. Well, we thank you for sharing those powerful words of encouragement, because we have to continue to keep moving. He said he'll never leave us or forsake us. And so we just have to lean on him and lean on his word to encourage us as we go through daily. I thank you for sharing. I want to know, Dr. Doreen, and we've talked, about what's coming up, any upcoming projects that you have, and just share with the listeners how that they can connect with you or your upcoming project.
Yes, absolutely. I want to just say that they can connect with us for What Do Women Want? That is going to be Saturday, the March the 25th, from 6:30 to 8:30, and LaDonna will share the link with you in the podcast.
Yes.
Go ahead and register for that as well and support her. She will be in, of course, her room will be Positive Seed. So you're going to be learning some things from a coaching perspective. Here, she's a podcast host, but you're going to be learning some more. She has so much on the inside of her that you haven't yet seen, right? So I know you want to see more of what's on the inside of her. So come in the room, Positive Seed, and get some insight as far as a coaching platform. Let her coach you through life. She is a life coach. So let's not forget that she adds value to you from that perspective. And of course, we'll have 8 different rooms going on, and my room will be It's Time to Unlock What's Inside You. So obviously you can go to the registration for that, and of course you can contact me on my website, www.DoreenLetsomeReid.com. You can also go to my university website, unlockwhat'sinsideyou.com. You can contact me directly at 843-910-3927 to learn more about the programs that we have through All Things Business Builder University. And so I thank you so much for this opportunity, LaDonna, and I'm going to say good night to everyone.
Well, we thank you so much, Dr. Doreen, for coming on. We thank you for your pour on tonight. It's been a blessing to hear you and hear your story. And I'll make sure that I drop the link so that everybody can connect. I want to thank everybody for visiting us and listening, and make sure that you share the broadcast with your friends and your family. Have a blessed night, everyone. We thank you again. This has been another purpose-packed episode of Inspirational Talks with LaDonna Reid of Planting Positive Seeds podcast. Please remember to like, share, and tell your friends about the podcast. Stay tuned for many more Inspirational Talks with LaDonna Reid.